you have to be. I'm probably doing myself out of a job here, but when it comes to them sorts of jobs where, let's say, for instance, it's a massive corporate company. Let's say, I'm just going to throw it out there, it's McDonald's. I'm just going to say McDonald's just for that thing, because of how big it is. So you've got a talent acquisition or a talent acquisition manager who will manage that amount of jobs in the tech space. So they must have worked probably about 50, 80 jobs, and then per job they're getting probably about 300 or 400 applicants. So
oh my God.
The key thing is, it's ridiculous. But
just those metrics there are mind blowing.
And you're thinking, so how would you then stand out in front of them jobs? So in general, obviously, be messaging the hiring manager, and a lot of people don't like sending videos of themselves or saying hi and stuff like that. People get, I've got to do it again. Oh, yeah, that. You end up not doing it and just getting frustrated. But there is a function within LinkedIn be able to send a voice note saying, hi, whoever, it's me. I just want to let you know I've applied for the job. I was wondering if you can look out for my CV. Automatically, you've gone out your way then to speak to them. But also, you can then have that direct conversation with the hiring manager, where some people probably feel like, oh no, I just got to leave it with the hiring manager. We can actually maybe share a project. I've seen, like, be interested if you actually want to work at McDonald's and you've seen like, oh, I love the new cloud structure that you're using and the new technologies. Just to let you know, I've recently worked with them. And then essentially, I just want to let you know I haven't applied. And just even, I know it's hard. Sometimes you have to be rememberable when it comes to that. And it is hard to actually come up with creative ideas outside the normal remit to do that. But it's just even a voice note. Like, people use WhatsApp and voice note your friend. It's just 30 seconds. Hi, Jay, it's Tom.
We've all left 100 voicemails, right? We've voicemail's been around forever, right? I do remember a time before answering machines, and it was a cold, dark time, and we were bored, and there was only 4 channels. But since then, there has been answering, and we've all been like, "Oh, Mum, I'm going to be late for dinner. I'll see you later." Yeah. I think that's so important, because I think the thing people miss is, like, you want to work here, right? Which means you're going to spend more time here than you are with your family. Those are the stats, 40 hours a week or 35 hours a week or whatever. You just more time than you spend spending with your friends. There's certainly more time with your friends unless you live with them. So why not start building a relationship? It's okay to ask someone, like, if you're going to be working there in 2 years' time, it's really weird that you didn't say, like, "What's up, Billy?" to William, the purchasing manager, or the hiring manager, right? It's really weird that you didn't say, start a conversation, start a dialogue with the person you're going to work with, because it has to wait until you've been like, "Okay, thank you very much," and they go, "You got the job," and you go, "Okay, anyway, bud, that was amazing. Now I can be myself." Like, nah, that's not the way to do it, because we're all looking for people to come and be part of our team.
Of course. And sometimes, if even going one more, you can, if, for example, you're I don't know, let's say a data analyst at McDonald's, and actually contact one of the team, actually say, "Hi, I've just seen one of the jobs. I've actually messaged whoever. I just wanted to find out a little bit more about the team and stuff like that." You've already got, I can't believe I'm doing myself out of a job here, but you've already got the vibe of the team, what it's like, and you're already going in there knowing what sprints look like, what technology they use, probably seen that for the job advert, but how the team setup is. So when you are going in there and you are speaking to, maybe, let's say Joe Bloggs, who's the actual team manager who will do the interview with the talent, you could just already say, name drop, already, I hope you don't mind, I've already spoke to Joe at the teams, telling me about the sprints and stuff. It's really good because that's the kind of setup that I've already done. So they're already thinking, blimey, this guy or gal has already gone to someone and actually spoke to someone in the team and actually taken the time to actually just message someone. No one's going to go, "Well, why are you speaking to me? You're wanting to apply for a job for that team." Yeah, but people do that. What do you want? It's not crypto again, is it? Do you know what I mean?
That is a problem.
Not buying in crypto. No, I just want to ask about a job. No, I'm not interested. Do you know what I mean? But you do
and
get
fair enough, and maybe that's worth doing, because then you're potentially going to work with a load of grumpy bastards, and you don't want to work in that team anyway, right?
Yeah, you want to take your application back if that's all right. Do you know what I mean? You might end up not knowing you don't want to work with them.
Or you can say, "I spoke with Joe, and poof."
God,
and everyone be like,
cancelled."
yeah, Joe's pretty moody, man. You contacted the wrong guy.
Yeah. And everyone's then pointing fingers. I'm all right, thanks. I think I'll just go to
And then Joe
Burger
gets
King.
fired. Joe hates you. No, that's worst case.
Yeah,
but you said it's putting you out of a job, but I disagree, Tom, because I always used to work with recruiters whenever I was looking for work, and I used to do these things too. At the same time, like when I work with a recruiter, either way, right? You know, when I used to work with the recruiter as a candidate, or now when I work with the recruiter as a client, like I feel like we're working together to get this done. Like I used to call my recruiter every day and be like, "Hey man, just applied for 15 more jobs." Like if I was working with Reed or someone, applied for 15 more jobs. I all think they're great. Can we go through them? And you know, after a week, they were like, "Hey Jay, no, nothing yet." And I'm like, "That's cool, but what else can we do? What else should I do?" But I felt like we're in cahoots, right? We both have a unified sort of goal here, is to get this idiot in work. So why not do the other stuff? You know, I didn't feel that was me. You know, I'm not going to send a message to the hiring manager. That's Tom's job. Tom's not going to work there.
It does happen. Like before, I've helped people, quite a few people, and just said, look, like especially there's one with accounts in Brighton. They don't work with any agencies, but sent them through, and then they became the manager later on down the line, and actually said, I remember when you helped me. I know we don't really work with them, but if you send me a CV, I might be able to. Like, do you know what I mean? So it does have a ripple effect, but in general, it does. There is a lot of help. People take all your help in general. So I do think people do think recruiters,
which is mental, because they're the people who get you in a job that you want. Like, you know, if you're not like a savage like me who will go and just find the company and contact 65 people in there, and you're not that kind of person, you need one.
You do need to have a recruiter to get you in the door. And I think sometimes, like with a business, and sort of, I'm not on a target. This is what I try and speak to the clients. Like the business is not like, I'm not on a personal target like I would if it was like an agency recruiter. You'll get 4.5 days. You got to do this. You got to do this. You got to send out 4 CVs, like instant. And there's people sending CVs that don't even fit. I actually take the time to actually understand. I go into the business. I actually go and sit there for a day, or half a day, whatever it's done before, and actually see it myself. Because when I'm actually speaking to people, and I actually want to sort of give them an opportunity, I can say, yeah, here's a JD, off your pot. This is what you need to say, X, Y, and Z. I can say, look, this is what the opportunity is. I can tell exactly what the team set up. This is how they do things. This is the tech. This is what they're going to be using. I know, do you know what I mean? So I'm able to present opportunities to people that actually want to move. I'm not just trying to go, bang, there you go. As soon as you start, there's your invoice, because I only work with a selected amount of businesses because I actually believe in the actual business. I know it sounds corny and people think, oh, yeah, that's what you say. That's what you say. But it's not. I actually genuinely want to help people.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because obviously the partnerships that I have and have worked with them, that I'm getting it right every time, because I actually understand. Well,
because a little bit of extra.
I say get it right every time. I say
most times.
But the majority of the time, I'm getting it right. But it's because obviously I'm actually understanding the business, and it's taken a while. It's taken a long time. So I mean, it's not. I know bigger businesses just use agencies. It's like basically the first person to come and fix my car can do it. Do you know what I mean? So everyone's all going down there, rushing around, either seeing the same candidates, or the same people keep cropping up. It's the same conversations, but then obviously suddenly I send a CV through, and it's like, oh, hang on a sec, who's sent this? Taking time to understand the business, and it just, that's the way it works. But recruitment is.
Well, as an employer, that's all I'm looking for. And as a candidate, all I want to do is put through for jobs where I can really get it. Like, you know, I mean, if I say I want to work at McDonald's, then I want my recruiter to be like,
I'm McDonald's, yeah.
You know how you haven't done any coding, Jay. This full stack developer, Python certified. I don't know whether this is how we get you into McDonald's on this role, but let me keep working, right? You know, that's what you're looking for. It's like I don't want. I hated when I'd work with, and I'm not going to name them, but you've seen them on the high street, recruiters. As a kid, and they would turn up to jobs and they would be like, so how long have you worked in sales? And I'd be like, never. And they'd be like, what? And I'd be like, but you know what I mean? Yeah, you kill it. Sell me this pen.
Yeah, oh my God. I had that when I got an interview when I went to work for I got an interview at Phones. I think it was Phones for You. I don't know if you remember Phones for You, a red shop. He's selling the contracts, and the guy actually said, "Sell me a pen," and I was going, "Yeah, it's got different heads and stuff like that." And then it was only like literally years later when I watched, obviously, when you watch Wolf of Wall Street, and I was like, that was how you're supposed to sell a pen. But it's really weird, I think, with regards to recruitment, is that people will say it's sales. There is an element of sales, correct. But there is also an element of opportunity for giving people a chance to actually get, I know it sounds cliche, but to actually get jobs that potentially wouldn't be able to get if they were doing it on their own. I'm not saying they couldn't do it on their own.
My
just
jobs,
an easier way.
if I look back, exactly, and having someone as a bastion to do that. But if I look back through my career, my jobs have defined my life. Like when what I've moved into has then given me opportunities to do more life stuff, or hasn't, because of I haven't been in a good place in work, and I do it all the time. So I've been drinking loads or something outside of work, and or whatever, right? But it's always had a huge impact. So what you do literally shapes lives.
Yeah,
it does. It's not, and
whatever. But
I don't.
You do get that people go, but you're actually giving people actually a job. And I think, you wouldn't be saying that if you were then saying that, and then you called me up and said, "Tom, actually, you got that job with so and so." Yeah, I apologise.
Tell me about this McDonald's job.
About this Big Mac meal deal. What is it? But no, it does happen. It does happen. People do, but I like to think it's presenting opportunities to people.
I totally agree, and I think the problem is that any of us salespeople, and you got the worst brunt of it, because I can say I'm an account manager if I work in creative. I don't have to but everyone who works in rec is definitely a salesperson. This is it, as I do on a regular basis. That's the most annoying thing as well. Just on a sidebar, I used to prospect all the time as a salesperson, as a lead generator, as a sales director, and no one ever used to get back to me. Then I became managing director, and every freaking door opens, and I was just
you get a lot.
Is this all it took?
This is it. It is crazy for people's judgment straight away.